I am in a message series on how we stay calm during the volatility of the stock market. And I know for some of us, for many, many years or majority of those years, you're watching your numbers, you're watching your 401k, you're watching your total portfolio and your net worth just grow consistently. And recently, there's been a big drop. And the acronym, I'm talking about CALM, C-A-L-M. And I talked about in the last video, conscious. How do we stay conscious at the fact that since the history of the market, it's like any pattern, it's like weather patterns, that it's uncertain, it's unpredictable, but there's always been a consistent growth. And every time there's a major drop, it eventually always comes back. And so today's message is about the letter A in calm, and it's abundant. How do you stay abundant and find abundance during your numbers and that net worth number drop and plummet? How do you stay abundant? It's a great time, again, to get conscious of the fact that your worthiness is not attached to this data on a piece of paper that always eventually comes back. But maybe if there's any liquidity and you get a recent bonus check or something and you've got the cash flow for it, maybe you even invest money into the market. And because historically, it always bounces back. And like anything else, there are trials and then there are triumphs. And life is that roller coaster. And honestly, historically, if you look at every trial and every drop and every time where you've sank into a lower net worth, a lower income, a lower uh, confidence, a failure or what you perceive as failure in your life, but every time you come back from that and you have an historical track record of coming back from that, you always gain you always gain an abundance. You always gain something from a loss. You always get a new win. And that's something that I want. How do we actually wake up every day and meditate on, wow, like how am I abundant? How am I so rich and wealthy with my life, regardless of these numbers that go up and down? And so maybe that is your health and the fact that you can breathe in this moment. Maybe it's looking at friends and family that are in your life that you love and that love you. Maybe it is looking and thinking about what you can be grateful for in your life or recent wins. And so either we are pumping endorphins and serotonin and good chemicals into our body in any given moment, which is what abundance produces, or which also produces abundance. Good thoughts, good feelings produces abundance. It attracts more abundance. And you're also modeling calm and peace and abundance to your loved ones and to your colleagues and in your culture. And so pump the good stuff into your body, into your organs, into your nervous system, and get back to your gratitudes to get back to abundance. So, to sum up, in a very volatile market, and whether or not it's you lose your job, whether or not the markets drop, whether or not you were really anticipating something that didn't come through, whether or not your nervous system is completely out of whack today and you feel anxious and you don't even know what you feel anxious about. How do you get back to your breath and thinking about and feeling what is abundant in your life? And that feeling, you see, worrying about the market, it's it's something we do that is a false sense of security because the worrying's not going to do anything. So you might as well get abundant, start feeling good, and then you will attract more good. That's the second letter in the word calm, A for abundance.